gone ahead and I've opened up my data using Numbers, which is a Mac application. You need to open this using Excel. You've been through the class, so I'm sure you know how to do this. You want to click on one of these headers and type out distance. The distance formula is equal to the square root of the sum of the difference of the squares. So you're going to need to use two different values here. You know, the distance between ring 2 and ring 1 is of course going to be based off of these two x's and the two y's. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and type out the formula here. It's the square root, and there's going to be x2, which is ring 2, minus, oh, I forgot to put these little parentheses. This could be x2 minus x1 in my case, squared. To do a square, you use the caret number 2, like that. And that's going to be the difference, y2 minus y1. There's y1 squared, okay? So it's the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus the difference between y2 minus y1 squared. Hit enter, accept, check mark, whatever. Take this value and, you know, of course, drag the formula down, okay? So this is going to be invalid, or NA, or whatever it says on Excel, because there's no 12th ring to figure out how far it is from that ring. So we don't need to go all the way down. Okay, so you're going to be doing some calculations based on the average distance. So what you can do is you can click here and at the bottom of the column and do average. I think it's AVE on Excel. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do the average of all of these. Okay. Now what we want to do is calculate, I left a little space here, I want to calculate the index. Okay, the index is equal to the distance minus the average. Okay, now remember, when this first H2 column is going to change for the next cell, the next cell, the next cell, right? That's fine, you don't put any things in there. But when this is a constant column, you're going to use you know, the dollar signs, right? So it's going to be H13, like so that it stays fixed. In other words, you click accept or enter or whatever. When you pull this column down, you can see how it's calculating based off the blue box. See how that's changing? But in all cases, it's always going to be referencing the average. Some of these values are positive. That means that it was a high growth rate that year, and some of them are negative. It means a negative growth rate that year. Okay. So here you want to do the ring, and I'm just gonna set it equal to the, you know, the first column there. I'm going to pull that down. We don't need this formula anymore, but I don't know how to delete that. And then you'll make a scatter plot of these two. Okay, more on that later.